Hey, what's up, fellas? Texas got it done against Oklahoma State. Finally, it's been quite a while. So we're going to talk about Texas, Oklahoma State, and recap the rest of the weekend. We're on a bye week now, so we'll talk briefly about next week's games this coming weekend. But let's get into it.
Bad luck wind been blowing on my back. I was born to bring trouble wherever I'm at. I was born in the soul of misery, and I never had me a name. They just gave me a number when I was young.
So, I'm just start about the student section. All right. Personally, I didn't get to go into the student section. I got hooked up by a friend, but I did see what they were doing. So basically, line up at gate 31 and just one by one wristband until you fill up one section, and then later on during later on it wasn't even at the beginning of the game. Later on, I would say like sometime during the first quarter. Yeah. They went back to section 19 in the corner, right? With the
I think they did those two like good sections first, and then they did that corner section, and then like the upper deck section, and then the section all the way at the end. They didn't even like touch.
They ran out of students because all the kids left.
So here's kind of a little recap, I guess, of what happened. I myself am not a student. I'm a young alum, but I had friends that are students that go to the game. And we walked up with them to like an hour, maybe even more before the game. And we walked up to where the line was. And this was the longest line. Like, I've seen long lines. Like, I've been to, amusement parks. I've been to ACL. I've seen long lines. This line was the longest damn line I've ever seen. It had to be over half a mile long. And the reason for that is because, like Matt just said, it was literally, let's get all these students into single file and have them go through one gate and do like a more intense security check where we actually check bags. No, not even two gates. So by the time my friends got in the line, it was like, a half mile long. The issues with this line were, one, it went really slow because obviously, this is a slow process.
20,000 kids through one line, one tunnel.
Two, when you're in this line, you don't know what it looks like inside the stadium. So meanwhile, while I got into the stadium, while my friends were in this line, they're like, okay, this line is barely moving. We're about to leave. I'm like, no, like there's literally no one here in the student section because I could see into it. And I had a few friend groups actually texting me about it because they were just like, what's it look like in there? Are we going to get a seat? Are we not going to get a seat? You didn't know. The students in line like didn't get updates from security or anything like that. Eventually, when the first quarter came, according to my friends, they opened up like 4 or 5 other gates, and the process just like expedited like that. So point is, right now there's high tensions right now between the students in Del Conte as well as the alums and the students. Everyone's kind of blaming each other for it. I think at the end of the day, they're going to work out. They're going to work out a system. It's going to be fine. Once they opened up 5 gates, it really wasn't a problem. Students know what to expect now. They know that, regardless of how long this line is, chances are they're going to get in no problem because there was a ton of empty seats for this game for students, and it was embarrassing
What
because.
time did you line up?
So I was in the line. I got in line around 4:30, and I didn't get into the stadium until about 6. And I was like, okay, am I going to get in? It has to be full. 30 minutes will kick off because that's the precedent that's been set since Del Conte set up general admission. We'll be here early for Tom Herman and the team. Be loud, be there like full capacity kickoff. And I walked in, sellout crowd, got on at 6, waited like an hour and a half. I was like, finally. And the student section was like half empty. It was just, it's just like, I don't mind waiting in the line so much.
That's not the problem.
Yeah.
I just, as a school, I want to have a good student section that helps the team out. Like Tom Herman begs the students. He's talked to us like, please just fill up the student section. It'll really help us on the field, and it does. It helps having the noise and the student energy right on the opposing sideline. And it's just, this is our primetime ABC game. Chris Fowler, Kirk Herbstreit were there. They adapt us up about how like the culture of Texas has changed.
Section is all lit now.
And then we show this because I think
it was an overcorrection from LSU.
It was.
It's just an overcorrection.
Yeah.
Is there one? I was talking to my girlfriend who works for Texas Athletics, and it's just LSU. Sure, it's gonna happen again in the future when we play like Bama and all them, but it's not gonna happen every game. Like it's that stampede, rush to the gate.
Right.
That
was a one-time thing.
I think at LSU we were there 3 hours, 4 hours before even the gates open. Before the gates open, yeah, that's not gonna happen for another
till Bama
comes again. That's never gonna happen again. So they made an overcorrection.
Yeah.
I noticed like later in the game, maybe it's students left and they didn't have any more students left. But like if you're looking at the student section from the other side, all the way to the right, like they had like I guess. People working in red shirts that like were blocking off the students from going all the way to the end. I don't know if that was because they had no one else to fill it or they were literally just compacting them in. I just didn't understand.
I think like I understand that they want to make it look more like full and compact. They just ran out of students because kids just turned away when they saw that line. Like a bunch of my friends were literally going to the game, and then I just texted them, and they just like, we didn't wait in that line.
And the problem, like I said earlier, the problem was that you didn't know that you were going to get a spot. Yeah. You couldn't see into the stadium, and there wasn't anyone saying like, "Don't worry, you're going to get a spot." There's a ton of room still left. So unless you had a friend inside the stadium, you had no idea, and you were just waiting there for hours in a line. And like even if like you got to be like we're of course very big fans, so we would wait in a line. But for someone that's like just wanting to go to a good game and they're not that big of a UT fan, do you really want to wait in a single file line for
that's half a mile long?
That's super long, and you have no like idea if you're going to get in or not. Like, you can't leave to go to the bathroom or anything because then you'll lose your spot. Do you really want to wait in line for 2.5, 3 hours? So,
and like obviously we could do it. Like we would suffer
we'd
through
still do it no matter
what. Like I did it. I'll do it again. But the thing is that bothers me is even if if every student waited in that line and didn't leave, the student section still would have been empty, like half empty during kickoff, just because the line was just so slow that not everybody could get in time. Even if they waited, it would fill up around second quarter, which would just look terrible. We're back in the Charlie Strong era with an empty student section, everybody coming late. So we got to fix it.
Right.
I'm sure Del Conte will adjust. It's just trial and error at this point. I mean, we haven't been this good.
Matt.
I know. I'm spoiled, man.
Yeah, damn student can't even wait in line.
Yeah.
But look, I mean, is Del Conte probably like one of the best ADs and probably the best AD we've had in a while?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
He's from TCU. With that being said, I don't know if they ever had a game like LSU at like TCU or ever had this much trouble with
when they were playing Baylor, those were pretty intense games back when
I don't know, their student section was ever that hard
they have 10,000 kids enrolled. We have more like double that in the student section. It's just a different
How many kids were going
animal.
to the games at TCU? I'm not saying it wasn't filled. I'm just saying it wasn't as many kids. You didn't have to deal with that many variables going on. So, no, he. I think he made a mistake, but that's okay. Like we
we're
all
not
make
like
mistakes.
Yeah.
I would still love for him to be my AD. He's doing great. Him and Tom Herman have turned this ship around, and I thank you.
Yeah, we're not that pissed. I mean, I guess I'm not a student, so I can't truly speak, but we're not that pissed about what happened. There might be a handful on Twitter that have dads that are lawyers that want to sue, but that's one person. So for the older people out there that are trying to start a war with students and saying that we're ungrateful, there might be a handful that are stupid and ungrateful and spoiled because you're going to get that. But generally, I think everyone has faith that this will get worked out. We know what to expect next time, nevertheless. So
the interest in Texas football hasn't been this big in 10 years.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. It's a good problem. It really is a good problem to have.
It's just a shame that our primetime ABC slot, we just showed that, but it's okay. We'll be fine. Conte will fix it.
All right. You got that out of the way?
Yeah, I got
Clear
that off
the air.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about the game.
The game.
You can lead us off.
Yeah, it was a really stressful game. Our defense stepped up, but the main takeaway we're going to talk about right now is just the injuries, man. Like,
yeah, man.
What is going on?
We're toasted.
That secondary was dropping like flies.
Yeah.
They really were.
They almost looked like LSU.
Yeah.
But not from cramps.
They're actually out for months. Yeah.
Who was the first to go out? Was it Jalen Green?
The first play, it was just like a bad omen, like a sign of like what was to come. Marcus Tillman goes down on the kickoff, out for season. Who's had a good role with us on special teams, and he's one of our impact freshmen. He had a good depth at linebacker, so he's gone. And then they just piled up. Jalen Green dislocated his shoulder on a great play that he made.
Yeah.
But
that he shouldn't have been making.
If Jake Smith catches that ball,
he's not playing defense on that drive. So that was pretty rough. And then later on we had Caden go down.
Yeah.
Caden went down. And he came back in like a few series later.
Yeah.
He was just like wobbling around. You could tell he was just like injured.
Yeah.
And then he makes a great play on the sideline.
Defends
a great pass, and
he could hardly get up.
And then he just like you could just see him like squealing on the ground. Like this guy he's
get him out, coach.
I was like, oh god, are we losing him for a season? But luckily it's only a 4 weeks, I think. So probably won't have him for OU. Maybe a miracle will happen. But who else did we lose? We lost Josh Thompson, which I'm really mad about.
He was playing really well, too.
He was.
Finally moved in the corner like I've been begging for. And he played good, I thought. And he got hurt. Broken foot, I think. Probably done for the year, which that stings.
Rough.
Yeah, all of our great secondary depth is really being tested now because we're just running out of bodies. We had Chris Adamora in there, who actually, true freshman from California, he actually played great. He kind of saved the game for us on that onside kick. Well, let's talk about the onside kick. All right, those are pretty much all the injuries. The onside kick, before we get into the game, just Trevor, take us through that onside kick.
Obviously, a very critical moment there for the game because if we give up that onside kick, like Oklahoma State has a shot to win. All they got to do is score a touchdown, and at that point we were so injured that. I would have bet on them. I would have bet on them. Yeah. So onside kick actually is executed very well by Oklahoma State. Takes a very nice bounce, a couple nice bounces. I think it bounced twice, and the second time it shot
went in the air. When I saw it go in the air, I was like, "Oh, this is it."
Yeah, and then who recovered?
All right, so
we were just talking about.
We had 3 guys up against there are 5 guys, I believe, running at the ball.
We were stacked on the wrong side.
Clearly.
Yeah.
And then we had Court Jaquez, who's a linebacker. I know he's a good walk-on for us, but do we really want him on our hands team being the first guy to touch the ball? Put Devin Duvernay there.
Yeah.
Put a receiver. And then we had Chris Adamora there, who apparently hadn't played hands team in his life during Texas, his tenure at Texas, who saved the day after the ball just went flying in the air. And then we had another guy, but it was basically I think it was 3 on 5.
Yeah,
just terribly. It was such a terrible decision by Tom Herman. There
were multiple terrible decisions, which we're about to get into. But
Herman will admit that he was a bad coach. He poorly coached this game, and I agree. This was the worst coached game by Tom Herman that I've seen at Texas. A lot of Charlie Strong decisions and execution out there, but to be able to win it,
that's big
against a good team.
Man.
That's a huge sign of progress. I don't think any of us would call this team elite quite yet, but that's a huge step in making that elite jump being able to still win despite consistently shooting ourselves in the foot. That was big. We have a group text and throughout this entire game we were just spouting out because we're okay, we're losing this game, and
it just looked like a classic one, man.
Muff punt 1, muff punt 2,
asking to just take us away from us. You guys can win, bro. Just take
that
it,
pick
bro.
that was not Sam's fault by any means.
I was thinking during that drive, man,
receiver
it would be a
should've
worse
caught
time
it.
to get a
Epps.
pick right now and freaking happen.
Dude, Malcolm Epps, man, he's gotta work on his ball skills a little bit because there's been times where the ball's been in his area and he's 6'7",
Definitely.
and he just doesn't really like sell out for the ball. Like if you look at Tylen Wallace when the ball's in his area, bro, he's like a freaking honey badger, just like swarming, like grabbing the ball.
Right.
Yeah, and like there was a play where Caden Stearns and Chris Brown were like double covering Tylen Wallace.
Oh, yeah,
it was a cover throw, like opposite side of his body, and he goes up and just like he just attacks the ball. Like you don't see that from receivers. If Malcolm Epps could get some of that into his repertoire, like that would be so big for him being 6'7". Just throw it up to him. Just get physical. Same with Colin Johnson. Whenever we get him back, we need some to have some dog and then
Colin's pretty fit. Colin's become. I think Epps is having the Colin Johnson problem where they're so big that I guess they. I mean, I don't know what it's like, you know, being
less
like
twitchy.
a giant.
Yeah.
But no, not even that, but just that they still have to be super physical even though they're gigantic. Because I know Colin Johnson, like his first 2 years at UT, like he wasn't very physical at all and often got kind of bullied just because he didn't really fight back. And then his junior year, he definitely stepped that up. So maybe Epps is going through the same where he's still kind of learning, you know, how to be physical despite being an absolute monster, but that's my guess.
But so anyways, down the stretch, the Jake Smith, the first punt muff, okay, like he was in the right spot. He just
well, that shouldn't have happened to begin with because they didn't even have him out when they so what they did is they brought out the punt team. It was punt safe, so Brandon Jones went out first actually, and then they called a timeout. And then they sent out a different formation with Jake Smith, who's like punt return. So punt safe, for those that don't know, is
just catch the
send
ball.
out someone just catch it. Yeah, Jake Smith, on the other hand, you're expecting if he can break free, he's going to break free. So it should have been Brandon Jones to begin with, but then they were like, nah, we're going to do Jake Smith. And then, like you said,
he got under it. Herman said that his hands were too high or too low. So, anyways, that's fine. I mean, I get it. He's a freshman. That's gonna happen.
I let that one pass.
Yeah.
And it was like second quarter. I know, like it really killed our momentum going into halftime. Allowed them to like tie it up.
Yeah.
Basically going into half, and that really like changed the dynamic of the game. But the one that I can't like fathom in my mind is we're up by 2 touchdowns with like 6 minutes left.
Let it bounce, man.
And they punt. We're in punt safe with Brandon Jones because apparently Jake Smith's fired after his muff. And then so it's a short punt. Like it's at the 50-yard line, dying.
It was not that far.
Yeah. Even if it bounces, like we're getting the ball with 5 minutes left, up 2. Let's just run the clock out, win the game. But no, Brandon Jones just comes like sprinting in, save the day. He slides.
Like when he was catching, the ball was down, he was like on his back.
Yeah.
Dude, this is not gonna end well. like it's gonna bounce off your chest. Dude.
Trying to do like a little baseball, like an outfielder slide, but
I'm sure he's made that catch 1,000 times in practice, but like the situation was just not what called for.
Herman's got to get in his ear. I know it's hard during the game, but you got to tell him like just if that ball is just in any way just dangerous, just stay away from it. Call Peter.
He should know that though, right?
Yeah, and he's a senior, so it's also on Brandon Jones just to know the situation.
Punt safe guy.
He's a captain. You don't want to risk that, and it backfired because they went down and scored like pretty quickly, and then all of a sudden they're that Chris Adamora grabbing the ball away from getting the ball back with a minute left, down 6, with definitely going to go score on our defense.
Yeah.
In typical Oklahoma State fashion, just killing us the last second. But luckily, our Adamora stepped up. But yeah, you just can't make those bonehead decisions, man. That almost cost us. That almost made us. What would it be, 2-2 right now?
Yeah.
That would have been terrible.
Different podcast, I know.
To say the least.
But with that said, if we do clean that up, this game isn't as close as it was.
Really. And we could also be talking about a different game if Herman decides to kick that field goal instead of was it the first? No, it was not the first drive.
It was second
really
quarter, I think.
Second quarter. I
Early
remember being
second
really
quarter.
early. Yeah. And then right after that, the muff punt happens, and that's what kind of like, oh man, if we just would have gone up 2 scores, this wouldn't have been that much more big of a deal. It was just. Just take the points against Oklahoma State, man.
I believe we were on like our 40.
Yeah.
Maybe even closer, 4th and 3.
I think we can hit
Decide
that.
to go.
Like we're up 8 points. We're up 14-6.
Yeah.
And a field goal pretty much does the same thing as a touchdown for you. It makes it a 2-possession game. You go from an 8-point lead to an 11-point lead, which is a 2-possession game. Whereas it's 4th and 3. Like, I just take the points, man. Let Dicker do his thing. Let's go up 2 possessions and then hunker down on defense.
And then the play call itself was garbage.
Yeah, Herman
just a simple handoff to a shot. Like he didn't even. I don't even think he got back to the line of scrimmage. Like, they just completely blew up.
They were there already.
So, yeah, not smart.
This is another example of Herman. Yeah. And I get it. Go win the game. You got to score touchdowns against Oklahoma State. They're going to score on you.
Being aggressive,
but it was like 4th and
inside
3.
The 10,
inside
the 5. Like
that. You get a good field
position. If you're like in the 30, maybe I'd still say but like 40, we're a little too close.
Yeah,
a little too close.
And especially when you got a kicker that can make those kicks, no problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
So, I guess talk positives.
Yeah,
there definitely were positives.
Yeah, I want to talk about our defense.
Yeah.
I remember thinking throughout the game, like, because they were scoring so easily, I'm like, man, dude, like, this defense looking horrible. But like, seeing what they were going up against, like, I was just looking at it right now because I was really interested. Tylan Wallace only had 5 receptions for 83 yards. That's crazy. That's really good.
And like that big one that he had, that 30-plus yarder, that was like really well covered. It was just a great play by him.
Yeah.
So you played Tylan Wallace pretty much as well as you could play that guy.
Exactly.
Like, you shut him down.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
What really blew my mind, I think I just heard this stat today, is that Oklahoma State had 0 passing touchdowns.
Oh, yes, dude.
Which is insane.
That's really good, dude.
Yeah.
That's really good. And then Chuba Hubbard had 121 yards, but on 37 carries, bro. 3.3 yards a carry.
Yeah. He got shut down.
That's like the best part of the defense right there, too.
So, there were a few big runs.
I don't know why Mike Gundy decided to keep running the ball, but...
Yeah, we kind of looked out with that.
Yeah, no, that was weird. Because I thought they were passing all over us as much as they could. They were spreading the ball around. They had 3 receivers with at least 50 yards. So I don't know. If I was him,
Sanders ran so well too.
Yeah, 100 yards rushing.
He should have just ran it more.
Really good.
I think on both of his interceptions, he easily could have just ran and got
the first down. Yeah,
first down if not more.
Well, freshman mistake.
And then we had multiple 4th down stops, 2 at the goal line, or 1 next to the goal line, and 2 at least within. Close to the red zone.
And then the field goal.
The fake field goal.
I don't know what that hell. What was that, dude? Why would you do the fake even? I'd get the fake if it was 4th and 1.
Yeah.
But then turn into 4th and 6. Like, why the fake is like that's the fake's off, man.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, props to I think it was a false start that we got, which kind of backed him up. I mean, I get it if you're at Gundy. If it's executed correctly, you could get like free and just go score or get the first down. But what happened was like our defensive line just pushed. Like, we may have blocked that kick if it actually kicked it. Like, we had such a great push that Malcolm Rose got through and just like disrupted everything, and nobody really knew what happened. It was an incomplete pass because he flipped it forward.
It was weird.
But
6 yards, man.
That was a great effort by our defensive front, and it really helped. It kept them off the board, which is huge. It's all about getting off the field against offenses like that, and just stopping them when you can. And Malcolm Roach had a good game. Didn't he get hurt earlier in the game?
No, I thought it was Coburn.
Or was it Coburn?
It was Coburn.
I know
Coburn.
It
was Coburn. Malcolm Roach.
I think he got hurt and came back.
But I don't think he got like hurt.
Dude, also
he's looking good. Like that's my, I guess if for this first third of the season, like he's my like standout guy that I would have never expected would actually be as productive as he is. Like he's not bouncing off the walls productive, but
he's solid.
He's been very good, much better than I expected him to be.
The guy who stood out for me on the defensive front was Marquez Bimage. He came in, man. He's so physical. He's so strong. That one play where he just kind of like the defense just swarmed against Chuba Hubbard and they backed him up and just like took him 5 yards back, and then Bimage throws him down late. Yeah. Like, I get it, throw the flag, but like also that looked really cool.
Cool.
Saquon Graham showed up again. Well,
he's been so good.
So he's been started. The season started really out. He wasn't really doing much, but he's starting to actually show his stuff.
And then Coburn had that great pass rush that forced the interception where he got Spencer Sanders, and it was just a duck as he threw it.
Montrell Estelle, baby, with the interception.
Yeah.
No, on the other one, Estelle, like, I don't know what Spencer Sanders was doing. He should have just ran that ball. But Yeah, good. I never thought I'd see Montreal Estelle play in a meaningful game, much less like get an interception.
Yeah, I'd ask who that was at first.
Dude, I'm so tired. Like, yeah.
Who? Yeah.
Like, there might be a point like next week where we have our DBs wearing number 44 Tyler Owens in the game, 39 Montreal Estelle, and 38 Kobe Boy. So like, we gotta get these guys DB numbers. Like, they look like walk-ons.
Yeah.
They got walk-on numbers.
Yeah.
So, gotta upgrade them.
Yeah, get them in the teens or single digits or even the 20s. Yeah. But they really, given the circumstances, like I was really impressed with Montreal Estelle. Chris Adamora, obviously, he had that great pass deflection down the stretch, a sure touchdown, and then he just kind of sticks his arm up and dives and swats it.
That was a big play too.
Yeah.
Juwan Mitchell looked good.
Mitchell's a beast. That boy's he plays hard. He gets downhill and just hits. And
the other number 6.
Yeah.
It's funny. He kind of almost has like he's definitely not as short as Duvernay, but he like has a similar build and like
they look similar, right?
The guys that I was sitting with were like, "Is that Duvernay playing too fast?" I'm like, nah, that's it's a different guy. But yeah, I can see where you think that.
And then Osai continues to just be like ridiculous. He's got the best motor I've seen in a long time. Like as a linebacker, he just goes so hard. That one late hit he had on Spencer Sanders, I don't know if that was a great call. I mean, I guess it was hands in the face, but like I think
that was barely hands in the face. But I feel like they would have said that.
Yeah.
They just said roughing the passer, so I feel like they would have said hands to the face. I don't know. They usually.
Were his hands really in his face though?
I don't think so. That's what I'm saying. It was close.
Shoulder dipped down, hit him in the chest as he was fading away.
He lunged, and Spencer Sanders was still like, it's still his hand, bro. Yeah. And he just let it go. Like, come on.
Like that's how you play it. That's how you play it. Yeah.
Play, man. Yeah. Come on.
I'm sure Herman and Orlando.
They did the same thing last week with Burrow, man.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can't beat him up too much for that.
Yeah, I'm
just hustling.
But
yeah. So offense looked pretty good, you know, per usual at this point. It's kind of expected. But what wasn't expected, at least for me, was our running game. We can run the ball now.
Yeah, no,
which
is
take
our swag back.
Yeah, he was back to his old self. He even mentioned like he didn't wear a knee brace for the first time in forever.
Oh yeah.
Basically since his freshman year. Yeah, so he was making cuts like crazy, juking people out. He had that big catch that he went for like 20 yards and hit a few jukes, a few spin moves, ran through a man. I thought he was gonna score.
Yeah, man.
I was like, he's keep going. Yeah. He went full on Marshawn Lynch, and Roshan still looks really good.
I love that kid.
It's interesting to see what's gonna happen with him coming out of this bye week because he's now reached his 4-game limit. If the coaches want to redshirt him, do you keep him at running back? Do you redshirt him?
You can't
move him back to QB. Because Kirk Johnson supposedly is coming back, I think, for West Virginia.
And Whittington should be back soon too.
Yeah, Whittington should be back.
I don't know.
You got Daniel Young back.
Is Roshan,
no, you need Roshan. He's the second best running back on the team probably. Like
he's proved it at least.
He's better than Kirk and Daniel.
He's almost kind of like our Juice too. Like he's like always hyped. Like
he's running whenever, tough all the time.
Yeah. And after the play, he's screaming around. And
he's like the sixth man, like Manu Ginobili, just bringing the juice off the bench.
Yeah,
like picking up the energy on the offense.
Without a doubt,
gotta score, man.
He's great in pass pro too.
Yes.
Which is crazy because he's a quarterback. Like
he's never done this. He's definitely never done this before.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's finding the blitzer and taking him out.
He's a smart player.
Like on that Jake Smith touchdown over the middle, Roshan Johnson I think picked up the blitz beautifully, allowed Sam to step up in the pocket and throw a beautiful pass for the touchdown. So just like the little things, he does everything right.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can redshirt him at this point.
Probably not.
Put him at cornerback, honestly.
Yeah.
See what else he can do.
Yeah.
He's just gonna be
like our Swiss Army knife.
Right. Yeah. But he looks good.
Another Jake Smith showing.
Yeah.
What we talked about
outside of the muff punt, he had some big catches.
He's so dangerous.
He's getting consistent looks in the offense now. So.
He's already up to 4 touchdowns on the year.
Yeah.
So freshman All-American incoming. I just want to see him break a long one, like a sweep.
Yes, dude.
That's coming. Or a punt return.
That's waiting for sure.
I want to see him get loose.
Return, definitely. Eagles again with the big play, 75-yard bomb.
One reception too.
It was just that one?
It was just the only one he had, man. I started him fancy, dude. That was crazy. Yeah. I saw that. I was like, wow, this is all I needed.
Yeah. Dude, Sam with the money deep ball, you love to see it.
His passing has gotten so much better. Yes. It looks so good. Like he definitely still runs, but like
he's a better passer.
He's become a better passer.
He doesn't rely on his legs as much anymore.
Right. It's only in like very specific situations, and even the Sam running at the goal line, they really don't resort to that much anymore at all.
Yeah, like he only has,
which has surprised me. Yeah,
he only has one rushing touchdown this season. Last season he had 16. I know we're only 4 games in, but like you can tell like he's able to get it done with his arm, hand it off to Keontae now. Or
he doesn't have to put his body in danger anymore, man.
Yeah. Right.
You have to lower your shoulder anymore.
He's a
strategic runner. He knows when to do it.
Mm-hmm. He had that big run on to seal the game.
You could tell he wanted to score. If Malcolm Epps,
he would have scored.
If Malcolm Epps just like understood what was going on, and just blocked the guy he's supposed to block. Sam Ellinger has a Heisman moment, 50-yard touchdown run.
Oh, that would have been
nice. I would have just made his stats look even better. But yeah, man, the offensive line is just beautiful.
Oh yeah, so dominant.
So much push.
Yeah. Parker Braun and Sam Cosmi.
You have men on there, man.
Like that's what makes me feel good about the OU game, because I know we're gonna be able to just run on them or just get time. We're gonna be able to dictate the tempo. I really think so, and I like our defensive front, the way they're stepping up. Mm-hmm. So I know their O-line's good too. They have good running backs, but just looking forward to the OU game. I like I know our corners are trash right now, but I like. We have some things going for us that should help us a lot in that matchup. And Parker Braun and Cosme are both going to be drafted, I would imagine, this year, making money.
Yeah,
which
and
sucks.
Then Shaq, we're going to lose him.
Yeah, so
who else are we losing? I guess that's it. Cause
we'll have Okafor back and Kerstetter and Angular. So
really
we'll have 3 guys back, and then
not horrible.
I mean, who do we have behind them? Like I know Gurmai's gotten some experience, I guess. If he's playing guard, maybe he can help us. But we got highly ranked guys now. It's a lot better than what
they're just
Charlie
kind of waiting in the wings right now.
We got a bunch of commits coming in too.
Yeah, and then our class this coming season is really good. And we got 5-star Tyler Johnson in the wings.
Right. We have faith in Herb Ham. He's definitely an underrated coach on this staff.
He's helped us a lot.
Great.
What about that double reverse touchdown
pass? Finally some offensive creativity.
That was great. Yeah.
Wait, they said they just installed it? Or?
Yeah, it was. Then there was an interview. Was it the day before? No, it was not.
They installed it that week.
That week, it was that week. Yeah.
Love it.
Herman
we
said,
need more creativity
we needed
that.
And there was a big. I feel like was it when it was 21-20 when it was like that?
I think so.
Yeah, we were losing.
Yeah, that was big. That was really big.
Yeah, Herman said that it's called Cavalier. That play call, he just installed it, and Ellinger doesn't like it because he's a Westlake guy, and like Travis goes to Cade Brewer. But
that's funny.
It's good to have those those plays that you can build off of, because we always have that double reverse pass to Sam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we've set that up.
Set that up already. Yeah.
We ran a real reverse, I think, last game, but we didn't do the double pass, which I think was a good gain for Jake Smith. And then we did the double pass reverse. It wasn't to Sam though; it was to Brewer down the sideline. So they're adding trickery to branches onto the already plays that they've set up, which is
perfect.
That's what you need to do. And
right.
We would never see that with Charlie Strong. We're starting to see it now with Herman. So
right.
Ellinger 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, which sucks because the interception wasn't. I mean,
his fault.
No. I mean, I guess it was covered, but
it was a really tight throw too.
Ball,
but
it's not like he just hit it. He made a wrong read and threw it right into DB's hands.
Right.
So I mean, it's gonna go against him. But in my mind, he has no interception. But 280, 281, 20 of 28, 4 touchdowns. That's Heisman numbers, bro.
And he definitely could have thrown more if it wasn't for that interception. And then I feel like we played really conservative. We did what we always do in the fourth quarter, where we slow down and start running the ball. Like we don't stick to what we are doing so well, and we start just changing up the playing calls. And I think he easily could have gotten higher numbers if it wasn't. And then all the muff punts. Those are 2 drives that you can add on to it. And
whenever we've been up by 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, I think 36-23. Herman, you could just tell he takes the foot off the gas, and it continues to bite us. Just keep on scoring, just keep on passing.
Yes, always
nothing wrong with that.
Let's go score again, man. Like they can't stop us.
Yeah.
Every game last year, pretty much whenever we got the lead, we did it, and it never works. We always end up sweating it out.
Yeah. If you want to go a little slower paced and take some clock off and not. But still, keep running the same plays.
Yeah, don't get one-dimensional. You just turn it into let's just hand it off. Just turn around handing it off. You're gonna see that a mile away, man. Come on.
Yeah. We got that interception with that Chris Brown up 16 or whatever.
Yeah.
And fourth quarter,
so let's go ISIS,
up 13.
Man.
Let's go ISIS. Then we doing 3 straight run plays or something. Yeah. It's really conservative, and then they get the ball right back and go score. Very much. Or I don't know if they scored, but basically,
we cannot do that against OU. We did that last year. Nearly lost
exactly.
It. You better not do it again, Tom. Keep your foot on the gas.
Just go, and it's a win-win. Cause we give Ellinger Heisman numbers so.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, you get Duvernay and the Blitnikoff. Keep him up there.
Yeah, man. Still without a drop. That's crazy.
He's so good
in his career, right?
I don't think he's had a drop.
I think
he might have had drops when he was a freshman and stuff. I know junior he didn't, and then senior he hasn't so far.
Still ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's the only one with more than 3
hot
catches.
Take is that my hot take is that he's going to be drafted before Colin Johnson.
What?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hot take.
I agree. I mean,
is he a wideout in the NFL though?
Who?
Duvernay?
No, keep him in the slot. He's so good there.
Interesting.
That's right.
Oh yeah, he's making a lot of money this year.
Oh no, I'm not saying he won't get drafted. I'm just saying where would you play him? But I think you play both.
Yeah,
but anyways, that's besides the point.
Either way,
still really good. Love that he's on our team.
Yeah.
Who else had a good game, good showing?
I think we just about hammered this game to death. Who have we not talked about? Yeah, Thomas is you guys really been getting into it.
It's in depth.
I want to shout out Deshaun Jameson on the. I liked really.
He's looked good out there.
On his run help, I really like him.
Dude.
He's our best.
Didn't he get
it reminds me of Chris Boyd. I don't know if he had a sack.
He disrupted a lot of runs though.
He's able to get off blocks and diagnose things very quickly. Yeah. His coverage is still a work in progress, but he's super athletic and he's super physical. Yeah. And I really like him right now as our number 1 corner, honestly, without Jalen Green. I like, I guess, Green and Boyce. I mean, Deshaun Jameson and Boyce going forward. I guess Anthony Cook.
And just keep rotating.
Yeah, if Anthony Cook will wake up, that'd be great too, because he was really good last year.
Back in there. He had a good game.
Because Deshaun Jameson didn't like what we said about him at the spring game. We're tapping him up now.
Yeah.
Wait,
I wonder if he watches
heard
this
about?
still. Yeah, he
commented in one of our videos.
What?
Just put LOL.
Really?
I'm gonna see.
What's up, Deshaun?
I think Marcus Ramirez also was like, "Hey, bro, don't listen to what they're saying." And we didn't say anything bad about him. You said you missed a tackle or something.
I didn't know players listen to us.
Yeah.
Hello, team.
Jared Wiley does, I think.
Maybe.
I kind of hope that they don't.
He follows on Twitter.
Yeah.
At this point,
I'm not gonna give us too much credit.
Yeah.
No? Yeah. Brian did, bro. I don't know. If I was a student,
not right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, if you're watching,
y'all, though.
Y'all are doing good. Keep it up.
Yeah, don't kick guys.
Please.
But yeah, the bye week is beautiful.
Oh yeah,
beautiful timing.
We're gonna get BJ back,
needed.
and we're gonna get
DeMarvion hopefully.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a back injury, so you never know, something like that. But BJ should be back, I think.
That's a
and
big
then
one, dude.
Kirk Johnson back. Yeah. Maybe we'll finally get to see him play. I hope. I want that.
Our running backs are finally coming back. We're just putting on Woodington now. That should be pretty soon. I haven't really heard.
I don't know that surgery.
I remember it being was it 5 or 6 weeks?
Yeah, I remember it being a little long.
Maybe probably not for this game. Maybe for OU.
Yeah, I remember that was
I'd give him these 2 weeks off for sure.
Yeah.
See if he can go against OU, just to add that depth. Mm-hmm. Honestly, just bring him back. Let him play corner the rest of the year.
Yeah, bro. Time to put any athlete at corner.
No, he was projected the best as a safety, which I mean,
really
put him in corner.
Yeah,
don't matter at this point.
Same thing.
But that's his highest ceiling according to the rivals, analysts about NFL future. And we need corner help, so
bring
him back as a corner. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I just like what I've seen with Roshan and Danny Young and Keontae. If they're healthy and then we have Kirk Johnson, I think we're okay running back going forward.
Yeah.
But
much needed bye. Let's go 1-0, baby.
Let's go 1-0 on the bye week.
Did you know Herman's undefeated against the bye? That's crazy. That's unheard of.
Yeah, and then West Virginia next week should be an interesting game. I think one of y'all said that the stadium's already sold out for 2:30 game, which is good.
Yeah,
a night game there, and Morgantown would scare me.
Throughout the day, man.
You know, so day game. That'll be like our first day game, I think, in the entire season.
Yeah, our first away game too.
Yeah,
really,
true.
The Rice game wasn't an away game.
Right.
But we'll see how we'll see how our team handles that environment. Cause you know those fans get pretty rowdy and pretty trashy. I would imagine.
That's Mountain Aggie right there, man.
Yeah. they're so eager to burn some couches. But
throw those horns down.
Yeah,
granted, everyone does that.
No, West Virginia thinks they invented horns down. Like they've been like tweeting about it like crazy ever since like David.
OU has been doing it since what?
Everybody's
the 70s.
Been doing that. Yeah.
You know, it's so dumb.
I still think about that survey where it was like eight. I don't know, it was a lot of teams.
Yeah,
like,
8 out of the 10.
They consider Texas their rival, and it's like okay.
Yeah, like
we have like 2.
In the West Virginia facility, they have their schedule written out, like all the teams, like listed
off,
and the Texas one's upside down. Like okay, like
they do that with the flag
you,
too. They have like our flag in their stadium, like all the Big 12 teams, and
they put our flag upside down.
Yeah, I saw that. It's stupid.
That's weird.
I mean, whatever.
They hate us because they ain't us. You know.
It's alright, man. I don't.
Like, honestly, like
whatever
it's
makes
like
you sleep
it's
at
like
night after the L, man.
I like it. I mean, it gives us like publicity. It's like. It's free publicity,
press, man. I'll take it.
And it makes it realize how big of a brand and like how hated Texas is. So it's a good thing for us. I mean,
amen.
Let's just go get the win. But yeah, we'll talk about that next week.
More in depth.
A lot of juicy.
I wish we could talk about it, but
yeah. So now we're gonna talk Week 4 college football outside of Texas OSU. First game, kind of an obvious one. Michigan lays a dud, a big old dud.
Expected.
Yeah, all of us picked Wisconsin to win. Yeah,
so as we should.
Yeah,
dude,
and
Michigan dropped to 20, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah. Dude. Well, they deserved to.
They deserve, but like
they barely scored.
Everyone just kind of knew it was coming.
Well, I think their 2 touchdowns that they scored were like in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was 35-0, 35-7.
My favorite clip is like I think Michigan's first score, like they threw it to like a tight end, and I think he hurt himself on the play, but like it was like a wide shot, like in the stands where you can see like fans kind of in front of the camera, and Michigan scores and they're starting to celebrate, and you see just a Wisconsin fan go just because at that point they were up by like 30 or something like that. So
Wisconsin's a good team, man.
They are.
They're very complete. They're gonna win the Big Ten West.
They got a great defense and they got a great running game, and their quarterback's pretty good too. Definitely. Yeah. So they're in the top 10 now. I just found out that Wisconsin plays Ohio State in the regular season. Mm-hmm. So they're going to have to play twice, presumably, because I don't imagine anybody else in the Big Ten West beating Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Just like us and OU.
Yeah, so finally someone else will have to play the best team in their conference and then play them again.
Yeah.
So good. We're not the only ones doing it this year. Wisconsin's elite. We're in a group text with like 20 other people. We just basically feed our betting, like our picks. Our locks, and all week we were just celebrating the Wisconsin minus 3.5 against Michigan. Like that's a slam dunk, and it was over. Like it was. We never sweated it. Like, we all made money on that one.
Oh my god.
So
we all knew it was gonna happen, and it was just so delightful to see it. Like actually happen within like 2 quarters. Like, it was so good. Jonathan Taylor was amazing.
Yeah, and that O line, that defense, they look good. It's like the best they've looked in a long time. Mm-hmm. So if you're Michigan, where do you go from here with like Jim Harbaugh and like?
Oh man, I'd be scared.
I think if you're the AD, what you got to do is just be like, look, we're not gonna fire you, but you have to like completely just get an entire new offense in here. Like I know they just got Josh Enos or whatever his name is, Josh Gaddis from from Bama, but like they're still like not opening it up. I guess they don't have the personnel to do it. But they have good receivers.
I think he's a quarterback, dude.
Shea Patterson's not good, and their backup's not good either.
They cannot get a quarterback to just transfer there.
Is McCaffrey still there? Yeah.
Yeah, he's still there.
He plays a little bit.
They need to get De'Aaron King up in there, and then just run the.
No, King's going to OU. I mean,
okay, sidebar real quick with Deer King. Yeah, is he staying or not? Because his dad came out on like a radio station and was like, "Hey, we gotta do what's best for us." Yeah. Derek King came out. Derek King was like, "Yeah, I'm not leaving." So like, what? Who's right? I don't know who's leaving.
I bet he leaves, but like right now, he just like had an interview today, like with the press, and basically said that he's staying. He just wants to get the most eligibility and try to run it back next year. And
is he hurt?
No.
What?
He just doesn't like the Dana Holgerson. Awful. Dana Holgerson's not using him correctly, and they just what are they like 1-4? They just lost to Tulane.
Yeah.
They lost to OU, lost to Washington State. Yeah, that was amazing.
I was robbed of some OT football. I was so excited. I was like, "Oh, going overtime! More football on a Friday night. Let's go!" Tulane ruined that.
Jalen McCleskey, the former Oklahoma State receiver, just won the game for him. Dang. That was amazing. That's beautiful college football, like at its finest. Thursday night, just madness. But anyways, yeah. If I'm Michigan, I'm making them just revamp that entire team. They need a culture change. Jim Harbaugh. Yeah. Honestly, at this point, like if they don't like beat Ohio State, I would just fire them.
I know they're not going to be Ohio State.
I know there's not much out there, but go offer Bob Stoops a lucrative deal. Or go offer, I don't know, just go after Chris Peterson. Yeah, I saw tweets about that. Would Urban
actually do that?
Him wearing Michigan gear is weird.
Saban left LSU.
That's true.
And then went to their rival. So
but Urban Meyer, didn't he like grow up an Ohio State fan?
Yeah, he grew up in Ohio, so he's I don't think he'd go there. He'd go to USC over them.
See, Urban.
That's just funny to think about.
Harbaugh, he keeps some I guess interesting. He keeps them relevant. He recruits very well,
right?
Or defensively at least.
Says a lot of weird things.
It's just he just never get over the hump. Like he's competent in offense, man. Like I don't know. He's a better NFL.
Isn't that what he got hired for anyway?
Yeah.
Like was to bring in a good offense.
Kaepernick amazing.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, and he's like the quarterback whisperer, and he had luck.
Yes.
Yeah, at Stanford, like.
It's amazing, like what he's done. He's really he's made Michigan better than how he found it. Like he's raised the floor.
Yeah.
Like they're guaranteed to win eight games now. Yeah. For sure. And last year they were beating Ohio State away from walking into the playoffs because they would have beat Ohio State, then had Northwestern beaten them and been in the playoff. Yeah. As like the 3 seed.
Couple years.
And also with Jabril Peppers.
Man. He keeps them close.
So can you fire him? You're not going to get much better.
You're not getting better.
I think you just get in there and demand a
better
fix the offense.
Go get a
grad transfer quarterback.
I was about to say someone's gonna bound to transfer, right? Yeah. Like some quarterback's bound to transfer. They're gonna give him immediate eligibility. You gotta go get that guy.
Yeah.
Their defense is good. They recruit decently well. They got Daxton Hill out of Oklahoma, 5-star.
Running back is good.
Yeah.
Receivers are really good. It's quarterback, bro.
Yeah. They have that crippled offense with a bad quarterback like we had with many years at the end with Charlie Strong but yeah, Wisconsin's elite. Michigan's still. Your playoff prediction's looking bad.
It's awful. Don't even remind me. I'm honestly trying to forget about it. I don't even remember what it was, but it was like really hot takey, and I never It's my first time at this.
Georgia, Notre Dame. That was a really close,
hard-fought battle.
I told you.
You're fucking
Notre Dame showed up.
Yeah. Props to them,
they didn't look
props
bad.
to them. Hey, quality loss, right?
Yeah. Hey, we got one too.
Yeah, I know.
Twins.
I'm just kidding.
But no.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, quality losses.
If Georgia was gonna make their move this year, like people think they might with their team,
they would have
they would have went and beat Notre Dame at home in that crazy environment, like the biggest game they've ever had in Sanford Stadium. They would have went out and put their foot in the throat and won by
destroyed them
3 scores. And they almost Kirby Smart never without fail. He almost blew the game again down the stretch with some questionable decisions. And Notre Dame had the ball down 6, like at the 50-yard line with a minute left.
Yeah, chance to win.
And I just don't think that's good enough to go and say you're going to go ahead and beat Bama and maybe LSU and then get in the playoff and then challenge Clemson.
They're very lucky.
Do they play
LSU?
No, but LSU could win the West this year. I think it's really possible. But
definitely. Yeah,
Georgia, I mean, just they're running that pro-style offense, man. It's just
Jake Fromm's a game manager, bro.
Yeah, like that. I don't know if that can get it done.
He's an NFL prospect. I'm not saying he's not, but he's a game manager, bro. He doesn't do anything special, I guess. Yeah, look.
He does everything well.
He just does everything well. He doesn't turn over the ball. He makes the right throws and hands the ball to the great running backs I have. And that's it. 187 and 1 touchdown. I mean, you love it. Like, you're not going to say no to that. You'd rather have that than him just fumbling and throwing interceptions. But it's just nothing special with that pro-style offense, man. It's very predictable.
Vanilla.
Yeah.
But
hopefully Keely Ringo will come back to Texas now that. I don't know. We're acting like Georgia lost. They beat a top 10 team at home.
Yeah,
that's good for them. They're still probably going to win out. That Auburn game was looking more interesting now. They play Auburn in Jordan Hare, which is probably their toughest opponent because Florida I don't think is any good.
No.
They blew out Tennessee,
Florida.
but Florida's a joke. They're about to get exposed. They play LSU soon, then Auburn.
So excited.
So
I think they're still at 7.
They're still ranked ahead of us, which bothers me.
I hate that.
I really don't.
I'm happy Michigan dropped out finally, but now just waiting for the Florida block to fall.
I have so many gripes with the AP poll, man.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be a preseason poll, and there shouldn't be preseason rankings, and we shouldn't base it off of that and go off the record.
Yeah.
I don't know. These voters don't see
everything's
big
flawed.
pictures, man. I'm convinced not all of them watch football as intensely as like we are. I'm serious, man.
That's why we had the Texas Platinum poll, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The platinum poll.
I'm pretty sure most of these guys are
That is a nice
older
ring to
guys.
it.
They've been writing for their column for years, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Clat has
But
a
you
good
just
poll.
kind of get, I don't know, you get complacent. Like,
It's subjective too because
Yeah.
like they're done by like schools that they are affiliated with. Like Kirk Bowles is a voter in the AP poll, I believe.
Pac-12.
A&M, like OU's. I think it's Barry Trammell maybe. I don't know who it is, but OU has a guy who basically they'll release him on Reddit college football. I think they like. It's just biased. Like he'll have Texas at like 21 or like just fanboys of schools or like people that like are entrenched in a certain program that see their program way differently than the rest of college football. It's really subjective and it doesn't matter. I mean,
it's like a weighted thing, right? Like the average kind of.
I don't even know how it
Yeah,
works.
I'm just saying, putting Texas at 21.
Yeah, they have all these rankings and then, like,
21
rate it,
makes it skews it, man.
Yeah.
So,
Well, the fact that, I mean, now that Oklahoma State has a loss, like I get that they're not ranked, but Kansas State, hell, even SMU, like
why is
trying to get them there, you know, like at the 25, 24.
Why is Cal behind Florida? Cal's beaten Washington at Washington. They went into SEC country and beat Ole Miss pretty handily. They're 4-0. I think they beat another good team too. They have a really good resume and they're 4-0. I'd put them above. I put them above us just based on their resume.
But if you're going on like record wise,
do I think they're better than us on a neutral field? Probably not, but like they've earned that. I'm really a proponent of like resume, what you've accomplished, not like who's better.
Yeah, bigger picture.
So,
absolutely.
But it won't matter. The college football playoff polls are what matter, and those will come out in a month or two.
Yeah.
But
other games to hit on.
Auburn.
UCLA, Auburn. Yeah, let's talk about that first, actually. Auburn, A&M.
Yeah, I was surprised. I didn't think A&M was that bad. I thought A&M.
We gave y'all too much credit.
Yeah, we all picked A&M to win this game.
Yeah.
I
didn't even think it was going to be that close.
That,
I thought it was going to be like a.
They couldn't run the ball on Auburn, which I get it. Auburn's D line is amazing, and A&M's offensive line and running backs aren't very good without Corbin.
Right. Yeah.
Or Travion Williams anymore. That loss starting to hurt. Like missing a Travion Williams, Eric McCoy, I think, on offensive line.
They had less than 70 yards rushing, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, and Kellen Mond, he's okay. Like he always gets his points like in garbage time. When the game's over.
Threw for 335, 2 touchdowns. Like sure.
I think he got both of those like in the foot, like when the game was out of hand.
On 49 attempts.
Wait, they threw it 49 times?
49 times, dude.
Wow.
They abandoned the run game.
No, they did not throw 49 times. They did.
31 for 49.
Dude, I just saw all these A&M players, all these A&M fans tweeting about how we need to open the offense up and start throwing. Like, you're throwing.
You're throwing, man.
Like, maybe just Kellen Mond's not that of a game breaker.
Maybe they just don't know football.
No, like you see, I saw a tweet on Sunday of an A&M fan literally claiming that Kellen Mond's better than Sam Ehlinger still. Like, I don't know what these people were thinking.
What I love is that I think A&M itself tweeted it. Like they posted their upcoming schedule where they're playing like Alabama and then
Clemson.
No, not even Clemson. Like it's their upcoming schedule. It's like Alabama. Their gauntlet basically, and they're like, I see all W's here, something like
they're
that.
They're like 0-2 so far.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get worse. Like I was thinking that they were gonna win this game, go blow out Arkansas, and then play Bama really close. Maybe get the upset in Kyle Field in 2 weeks.
You know what?
But now it's looking like
for them for that because
make some room for us. Like if we win out, like we're in the hunt.
Right.
But no, I think A&M is they they're a year away from competing, and their schedule is hard this year. Next year is really easy.
Yeah, next year they'll win like.
I think we all knew that though.
Yeah, but
we all knew this.
I thought they'd beat Auburn, and I'm sure
I thought
they
they'd beat
too.
Auburn too.
Because I didn't think Auburn's that great. I mean, they're really good on defense, but Bo Nix he's very limited. He can't pass.
Tear it up, man.
Like they can't pass. They just run. They just run.
Poor run the ball.
He's gonna have one touchdown off that reverse, I think.
Yeah.
Like where he just flipped the ball. Like that's not a passing touchdown.
Yeah. It's a glorified handoff.
Yeah. So Bo Nix is great. Like he's really good for what he is, but like he's not a game breaker.
It's just surprising to see. I don't know what's going on.
I also heard there was like a fight in the locker room after the game, and I heard Leon O'Neal had some drama like leaving the field.
Yikes.
Like it was just a really bad look for A&M. Their student section left early, and that apparently triggered all the old A&M fans. like bro, like they're not gonna stay out there in the sun.
You didn't even stand the whole game.
So it started,
You're not the 12th man.
Yeah, 2%er.
was tweeting that some of them were abandoning Jimbo already too.
Oh yeah.
They're already off the Jimbo train.
Yeah.
Don't care. Got Jimbo.
Just buy him out. Let him take Let him take his
Don't
money.
care. Got Demas.
Just drive away with his money truck.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah, Auburn wins that game. They're 4-0. Auburn has 2 good wins now. Oregon, neutral site at Auburn. I mean at A&M. Yeah. So they have one of the best resumes in college football.
Definitely.
And they're about to be tested. I think they play Florida or LSU soon. One of the two. And we need Auburn to lose, I think. I don't really know.
I mean, if they're ahead of us, yeah.
Yeah. So let's get them out of there. But it's one of those. I told y'all. It's one of those classic Gus Malzahn years where he's about to be fired, and he just pulls out 11 wins out of nowhere.
Miracles.
Yeah.
Miracle catches.
Yeah. Our Oregon game was a miracle. It really was. Yeah. So he's got that magic, man. Knocked up against the wall, and he makes it happen. So A&M very disappointed in y'all, but I'm not surprised.
Speaking of magic, Chip Kelly got a little magic coming back.
Dub,
UCLA, 32-point comeback.
That's crazy.
They scored 50 in the second half.
That is. Outrageous.
I was out having like a late dinner with friends after the game, and the game was on TV, and like.
I'm sure I went to bed, dude.
One of my friends was like, when Tom Herman was hired, he was actually frustrated with the hire because he really wanted Chip Kelly, and I've been making fun of him ever since Chip Kelly has like fallen off the map. But he was so happy to see Chip like actually just score all, basically engineer this insane comeback.
Yeah.
Second time that they've done that, they did that with Rosen over A&M. We were just talking about. So.
But yeah, like. So I got home and I put the game on. It was 49-17, I believe. That was the score.
Yeah,
this game was
wasn't
over.
Close.
Yeah, I remember.
It was over, man.
It was bad.
The commentator was saying, "Will Anthony Gordon go back out? Are they gonna bench him now? Get the backups in?" And I was like, "Okay." So I went to Taco Bell to get some food because I was hungry. I come back and the score is like 49-45. And UCLA's driving. I was like, "Oh my god!"
They capitalized on a lot of turnovers, dude, like Washington State turned it over, and just giant big plays, big play after big play after big play.
Pac-12 after
That's right.
Yes, that was beautiful.
The best.
Yes.
But sticking to UCLA, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, he looks really good. He finally had a great game.
Yeah, I know.
He was making all the right throws, and Demetric Felton, your boy, he's really good too. They got some good players on offense finally stepping up.
Play together.
They play Arizona this week at Arizona, I believe. They can win that game. If they win that game, then Chip Kelly's finally got this team with a pulse going in the right direction. Because they beat Washington State on the road. Washington State's a top 25 team as far as I'm concerned. And I think they'll finish the top 25 team too. Yeah. So that's a great win for Chip Kelly. It's really he needed that because it was looking terrible. They lost to San Diego State and then Cincinnati and got killed by OU. So. Yeah. Good for UCLA. Yeah. Hopefully they'll get more than 1,000 fans now in the Rose Bowl. But what other games were there?
Wrap up week 4. I mean, UCF lost, so now they're officially out of the playoff hunt.
They're not the national champions.
If they had a chance, no longer national champs.
Oh, let's talk about SMU, Shane Buechele just lighting up TCU.
Yeah. Good for Shane.
Good for them, man.
The Iron Skillet. I always wondered why. That's what the rivalry is called, and like I googled it because you guys didn't know that. There's literally I got to show y'all a pic after we're done recording, but it's literally like a skillet with just a little nameplate on it, and just says Iron Skillet, SMU TCU. Like it's the most like simple trophy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess so.
It's like a Dallas Fort Worth rivalry type
like
game.
private school rivalry.
Yeah.
It's really historic.
All right. I didn't know that.
Skillet.
And it's good.
Like
SMU
a
hasn't
literal
beaten them in so
skillet.
long.
I know.
But
Good for them.
Undefeated. They're looking good. They're tearing it up.
they could win the AAC West. They could make a push at a New Year's Six bowl, like the way it's
crazy.
starting. Shane Buechele.
I'd be so happy for them.
Was it Sonny Dykes as their head coach? So that's really impressive by SMU.
Well, he's finally in a system that actually works for his gameplay.
We all knew
Like
exactly.
he did not work
happen.
with Tom Herman. Like
he couldn't move. Like he
No,
couldn't move with the
no.
ball. He could sit there and pick you apart if he has time, but
yeah, he's got to have time
yeah.
and he's got to have quick release.
yeah,
Time,
exactly.
Catch it, throw it.
But, the main takeaway I got from this game is TCU is not as legit as I thought. That defense was very vaunted, very hyped up over the offseason.
right.
We know their offense isn't very good. Like, they don't have a quarterback, but their defense is supposed to be like really good, like top 10 in the country. And they got 44 points to SMU.
Yep, something like that.
Yeah,
So,
it was. My bad. Yeah,
so that
My bad. Go ahead.
that game when we play in Fort Worth here in about a month, it's looking a lot more winnable. That was one of the ones that you kind of circled, like them at Iowa State, at Baylor. Like, that could be hairy. But you see, that's looking more of like a sure thing that we can take care of business with. Iowa State dropped 72 points, which I never thought I'd ever see on the Matt Campbell team.
That was weird. That was weird.
So maybe they're rebounding. They're doing the classic thing: start off slow and then just win 5 straight, get ranked, and then upset a team. Hopefully not us. So we're very aware of Iowa State. Brock Purdy finally had a good game. And what else happened in the Big 12?
West Virginia, Kansas.
Oh yeah.
West Virginia barely beats Kansas on the road.
Hey,
what did I say? Kansas is a baby.
Yeah.
This is a baby. I predicted them to lose close. They lost close. You know.
Absolutely right.
It's crazy.
Made a lot of big plays in the game. Looked really good. Generally, for Kansas, looked good. But they gotta take a few steps before they start winning consistently. So
the line on that game was West Virginia -5 or -4, and they won by 5 points. It's crazy. It's crazy how these people make these get these correct, like these lines. So it's really impressive how they just call that out. 'Cause I don't know how anybody could have predicted that.
They did that with the Notre Dame game to begin the season against Louisville.
Yeah, they called it perfectly.
18 or something like that.
It was the 18-point win. So
Yeah.
it's crazy how they do that. Were there any other games that were notable? Friday night, USC beats Washington with Fink, their third-string quarterback.
USC's.
That's crazy.
I kind of feel bad for
Utah.
Washington or for Utah.
I thought they beat Utah.
Because they come in all game planning for Keaton Slovis. He gets injured like the first play, and then they bring in Matt Fink, who's just like a surgeon all of a sudden, just like shredding them apart.
Yeah.
Never seen him play in his life.
Is the Pac-12 officially out of the playoff now?
Just Cal.
Oh yeah, Cal.
So,
yes.
I mean, yeah. I mean, hypothetically,
keep it up?
chaos could happen, and then Oregon wins out,
Yeah,
or Washington wins out. Yeah. I mean, it's USC. What are they? One loss. USC wins out.
Yeah.
They win the Pac-12. I mean, if chaos ensues, then I mean, it's possible, but likely, no.
I think they're just going to cannibalize each other.
Yeah, no one's coming out of the Pac-12, I don't think. But
move on to week 5.
yeah, I think
Let's do it.
that's pretty much
I think
all the highlights.
Yeah, the big ones.
Yeah,
We're over an hour into the show.
Yeah, it's true.
we'll cut it up.
So yeah, first we got Kansas State, Oklahoma State.
Yeah, Kansas State travels to Stillwater. This is a really interesting game. It's kind of the Big 12 hierarchy. That second tier, this kind of determines it for me. I think Oklahoma State's the third best team in the Big 12, just based on the talent they have and Mike Gundy. And Kansas State, they're 3-0. They just beat Mississippi State on the road. So we got two second tier Big 12 teams going at it. I think Oklahoma State at home gets it done.
I was about to say Oklahoma State.
That's what I was
From what they showed us against us. I don't know if that makes sense, but you know what I'm saying. I'm sure we have a better defense than Kansas State, and I'm sure that offense will get back on
That's
track.
what I was thinking too. Was
Kansas State just has
comparing
that
their
beat
defense,
Mississippi State,
right.
that ranking.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm gonna go Oklahoma State on this one. I think we're all
Oklahoma State.
all in agreement. Yep.
Talon will also have a big bounce back day. So will that offense.
And Hubbard.
Chuba. Yeah. All right, another Big 12 game. Another one of these like second tier matchups that we're finally getting to see who's who is Iowa State. I think they travel to Baylor. It's at Baylor. I'm pretty sure. We don't know what Baylor is, but whatever we thought they were.
They haven't popped like I thought they were going to pop. I thought they were going to actually be pretty decent, and
they've looked great in their first 2 games against Cupcakes, but then they played Rice and won by 8.
Yeah, they did
as if Rice wasn't a cupcake in its own being.
They did not blow out Rice like they should have.
Yeah, that was my lock. One of my locks.
That's weird.
But they did not blow them out.
I'll have to take Iowa State then, just because. Yeah, they haven't beaten.
They're coming off of a 72-point game.
Yeah, and Brock Purdy looks amazing right now. Don't want to give Charlie Brew any love. Sorry, any love? No, I don't.
No.
I'm gonna go Iowa State.
Yeah.
Like I had bet on Baylor earlier, like Sunday. I bet on Baylor, and I'm kind of regretting it now. The more I think about it, I think Iowa State probably wins this game, but I wouldn't put it past Baylor to catch fire. That offense with Denzel Mims and Charlie Brewer, and I think Treston Ebner just get loose. And at home, I think Iowa State wins, but it's a toss-up in my mind.
Yeah, I say it's a toss-up type game. I do. I definitely lean on Iowa State though, winning this game. Baylor just hasn't. They haven't played anyone, and they haven't really shown me a reason to like fully believe in them. And then since Iowa State just scored 72, granted it was against Louisiana Monroe, but still, that alone makes me be like, watch out for them. So we'll see what happens.
All right, Notre Dame hosts Virginia, which is kind of a really good game. I think it's ranked 18 versus ranked 10.
I love Bryce Perkins, bro, but he's frustrating because I just like the way he plays.
Yeah, he's got swag.
Yeah,
like, he looks cool
swag.
when he plays.
The dreads, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I love that. I think I'll go. Damn. No. Not. I think this is another easy one, man.
Yeah.
Notre Dame. Yeah, you're holding close to Georgia. I want to give Virginia some chance, but that's only because I like them. I like the quarterback. So. Notre Dame. Can't be biased, dude.
Yeah, Virginia was down 17-0 to Old Dominion.
Exactly.
They came back and won by like a touchdown or two, but Notre Dame, they impressed me so far with their win against their Cupcake and then beating Louisville. So I think Notre Dame bounces back in a big way and wins comfortably against a ranked team at home. So
yeah, agreed.
Yeah, Ian Book's pretty good. USC Washington. This is a fun game. Like
at Washington.
Yeah, I think it's at Washington. Yeah, it's at Washington.
I guess, they're going to play Matt Fink again, right? He's the only one left on the roster.
Definitely.
I don't know. They're coming into their own a little bit. I like their skill players.
Yeah, Michael Pittman Jr. is a beast.
Exactly.
And the running back's good.
I do know that Washington's supposedly a tough place to play.
Yeah, it's like an underrated environment.
Jacob
and then
Easton's
the fact that
right now.
and then the fact that all these quarterbacks are young and inexperienced, I think I'll take Washington for that reason.
I want to be different, bro. I want to be different. We're all picking the same people.
Pick
It's just not the smart decision, though.
SC's not a bad pick.
I know it's not a bad decision, but it's just a bad pick. It just everything looks like Washington. It's like at home, better quarterback, better defense.
Yeah.
Better skill players. Nah, I don't know about that. Well, quarterback wise, I guess. But yeah, you guys stick with Washington here, man, for sure.
I'm going to take USC. I like their quarterback.
Good for you.
He throws a really pretty ball.
Difference.
I think
Variety.
USC wins, and the people are like, oh my God, USC playoff. Went out?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm like, no.
No, stop it.
All right, sticking with the Pac-12.
Washington State?
Utah, Washington State. That's a fun game for me. Like, you got your grinded out Utah defensive trenches versus just a straight 9 touchdown passes. The Anthony Gordon, Mike Leach offense.
Yeah.
Love me some Mike Leach, man.
At Washington State?
Yeah.
I think it's at Utah.
Oh, is it?
I would just assume because Utah was on the road and Washington State was at home last week.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, it's at Utah.
I want to pick Washington State in this game.
Yeah.
Just because they just
I see him pulling it up
so much.
I mean, you can only.
Utah's a really good defense, though,
They do.
and a really good. I really don't even know about Washington State. I know Washington State has a decent defense, but no, I'll actually take Utah here at home. The running game.
Yeah.
I'll take Utah.
Who are you taking?
I'll take Wazoo. I just think at a certain point that offense is just gonna
Explode.
Yeah, like you can't hold a team like that
No,
off
right.
the board.
Pull an upset.
And I'm sure Utah will score methodically on Washington State as well, but I just think down the stretch there's just too many plays by Anthony Gordon, and they win a big game for Mike Leach.
You know what? I'm taking Washington State as well. I think that I don't know. I think Utah is definitely a lot more methodical, and I do see this kind of becoming a bit of a shootout. And I think Washington State gets redemption. Mike Leach pulls the Mike Leach and bounces back after that atrocious loss.
Yeah, you know Mike Leach how he is. You know he's like disgusted after like blowing a game up 49-17. So I'm
F
sure.
U F me F F.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll have
Leach.
the players ready to go and bounce back.
Yeah.
Fire.
All right.
Last game we're gonna call. There's not really that many great games. Arizona State versus Cal. We were talking about Cal earlier. They're really putting together a nice little resume early on this season.
Team now, bro.
Dude, they're running that ancient Big Ten style of ball, and it's fun to watch. Honestly, it's so uncommon now.
Yeah, they have really two good running backs that I really like from them. Herm Edwards is doing decent things at Arizona State. Got Benjamin.
Yeah.
Do you know who the starting quarterback is there? I have no clue.
Arizona State.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Jaden Davis or something.
Yeah.
Some guy like that.
Yeah, but it's. I don't know. I used to have on our fantasy team one of the receivers, and from what I could tell, it's a very inconsistent offense. Benjamin's not even putting up that much big numbers either. So
yeah, he started off slow.
I expect Cal to win this.
Yeah,
one.
Cal's at
looking
home.
really good. Yeah.
I think Cal wins this game, and then people start thinking, "Hey, this Cal team's legit."
Yeah. No.
And they deserve it. If they beat Arizona State, they'll have some great wins in their resume. They'll be 5-0 and party on in Berkeley, bro. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Berkeley, known for their football fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bay Area, the hub of college football.
Yeah, I'm taking Cal too.
Yeah, some pretty easy games to call this week.
Yeah. Arizona State, I think, is capable of an upset, but I don't know. Cal's been looking good. So.
All right.
Let's get to the money.
That's it. No great games, so we'll get into the locks right now.
You gotta be paying attention to us, man.
Yeah.
I'm making you money. What's our record?
Dollars.
We're 16-8.
That's a 2-to-1
That's like 100%.
ratio.
Like
That means you're definitely making money.
Might as well be flawless. Man.
So.
But yeah, like if you just follow our bets, like
Yeah, just pick one bet from each of us, and you're guaranteed to at least make two.
Actually,
probably
two, honestly.
just bet on them all, and you'll come out 16. You'll come out 2-1. So
Yeah, 2-to-1 odds. Free money.
Yeah, people charge for this. Like I don't know how people do that. Like how do you charge for like locks? Like
I've never even heard of that personally,
I
but
You can set it up if you really wanted to.
Yeah, we put a paywall.
would anyone do that?
might have to.
Let us know in the comments. Would y'all pay for this?
No.
I'm guessing it'd be a resounding no.
All right, let's get into it. Matt,
Okay.
you first.
Last week, UCF dropped the ball, so I didn't do well there. But then Cal beat Mississippi, so that was good. So this week I got you with SMU favorite 8 over USF. We got some Shane Bichelle versus Charlie Strong. USF,
spicy.
Yeah, I know. UCF is not good. And SMU,
SF.
yeah, SF. Yeah, my bad. And Shane's balling right now, so I think it's gonna be more than 8, and I think you should definitely take them. And then my second one is Wake Forest 6.5 over Boston College. That is criminal. Boston College lost to Kansas, and Jamie Newman and Sage Surratt on Wake Forest are
Good.
dominant right now, bro.
Yeah.
They're really good. They're gonna contend at least somewhat in the ACC for sure. Watch out for Wake Forest, but you definitely want to bet 6.5 for Wake Forest. Those two.
Yeah.
What's your
After
record?
What's my record?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You don't know off the top.
I got it.
I know
got
it's
it.
good.
You're 5-2 total.
I'm 5-2.
Oh.
That's
Wait,
good.
After this week though? At this
Yeah,
last
you're 5-2.
week? Yeah, I'm 5-2. Yeah. I gotta write that down.
Yeah. All right. So I'll go. So as soon as the line came out Sunday night in Bovada, I got Ohio State minus 15.5 at Nebraska. I just think Ohio State's like really freaking good. They've blown out everybody they've played, and like even Cincinnati, I think, is probably as good as Nebraska, honestly. I know it's at Nebraska. I know they have game day. I know it's gonna be a really hyped up stadium night game. Scott Frost has a chance to go and make a statement, but too much Justin Fields, too much J.K. Dobbins, too much Garrett Wilson. That defense, Chase Young, is insane. And Nebraska's looked like trash. They lost to Colorado.
No, they haven't been.
They struggled. They beat Illinois by like 4 points last week, who's terrible.
Yeah. Still a work in progress.
And then they struggled with Southern Alabama, I think. So, yeah, I think that's a pretty safe pick. I think Ohio State wins by like 3 touchdowns, maybe 4. And then also, sticking with Oklahoma State, last week, or we played them last week, but this week they welcomed Kansas State to Stillwater, and I got Oklahoma State minus 4. I think Oklahoma State's offense is gonna have a bounce back, and I think they're gonna put up like 35, maybe 40 points. And I just think Kansas State, new head coach, they're not gonna sustain this undefeated. Like they had a good win against Mississippi State, but I think Oklahoma State is a way tougher opponent to just prepare for with that offense, and I think Oklahoma State bounces back. I can't see them losing 2 games in a row. So Oklahoma State minus 4. They win by like a touchdown, maybe 2 touchdowns.
And your record?
6-3.
So for me, my current record is 5-3. I went 2-1 last week. LSU won pretty well over Vandy as I expected, and then Oregon won pretty good over Stanford, and Baylor definitely did not hold up their end of the bargain against Rice. So don't bet on Baylor. My locks for the week, OU is a 23-point favorite over Tech. Tech lost Bowman. They now got Jed Duffy in, who, as Matt affectionately called, Turnover City. So, I don't think he's that bad. I think he definitely has potential to be a decent player. But I'm taking the over for OU over Tech.
Wait, what was the line?
23.
But you got it low. That's really good. Yeah, I think they covered that. It's at 27 now. So.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. So. Good get by you. I always get them early.
It snuck right through.
Yeah.
So 27. Would I take the over at 27?
I probably would.
Maybe.
They look terrible against Arizona without Bowman, and even Bowman looked bad. So.
Yeah.
At OU, I think that OU defense is still going to have some momentum. They'll probably hold them like 20.
Take them. You know. Notre Dame 11-point favorites versus Virginia. I think that they're going to win by much more than 11. So I think that's a safe bet for the over. And then my interesting one, Michigan versus Rutgers. Michigan is a 29-point favorite. They haven't shown me that they can beat a team by more than, I don't know, 17 points maybe. Like, they're definitely going to win this game. Let's be honest. Rutgers is not good. And Michigan, 29.
No.
Yeah. I even see them, like, maybe winning by, like, 27, 28, but 29, I don't know.
Basically 30? No.
Yeah. They haven't done that yet. They haven't shown me that. Have they even scored 30 this season?
Shit. Yeah, you're right.
They put up 40 against Middle Tennessee and won by 19, which is not impressive.
That's exactly why you should take that bet.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Army, they put up 24 and won by... Yeah, they might not even put up whatever that number is. They might win like 27 to like
29-point favorites. Take that under. So, yeah. And like I said, I'm 5-3. So we're all starting to kind of even out a bit, but that helps y'all out because then you can be like, oh, I'm not just picking off Matt. I'll pick off Trevor. I'll pick off the other Matt, and you'll just make money. So, and who doesn't like that?
16-8.
That's pretty good.
That's 2-1 odds.
So if you put $5 on every bet, I don't even know what the numbers would be, but you'd be in the positive.
Bro. You're doing well.
Yeah.
See y'all next time.
Bye week. Take it easy.
1-0 gets the bye, baby. Let's go.
Longhorn Nation, we're back.